If you were listening to this, and I told you, yeah, this is a pretty good song, would you believe me? Because, you shouldn't be. Look, don't agree with me just because I'm making the video, alright? You gotta develop some critical thinking skills. Chapter 1 on the Ground, the song you're listening to right now from Drakengard 1's soundtrack, is terrible. But like all things in Drakengard 1, it's intentionally terrible. So I'm going to talk about how that one song, despite being terrible, fits with the intentional badness of the rest of the game, and how the game as a whole uses that fact to say its message. There is a section where I get into endgame spoiler territory, but I do my best not to spoil you on things that I don't have to. And even then, I try to make the spoilers more like something to pique your interest, and less like, hey, did you know Humpty Dumpty dies in the latest Star Wars movie? Wait, did I just ruin the twist? Oh, god damn it! Firstly, this song is being played during a big chaotic battle. Dudes with swords are approaching you from all angles. People are yelling, metal is clanking, you can just randomly get hit at any point and die. Battle is chaotic, and the soundtrack to this battle fits that chaos. Drakengard 1 is the only game in the Yoko Taro verse whose soundtrack wasn't composed by Keiichi Okabe. Okabe writes some wonderful music. Nier Automata's soundtrack is probably one of my favorites of all time, but I think that, despite being objectively garbage, the song captures the chaotic nature of war a lot more than other soundtracks. If there was a soundtrack running through your head as a Union foot soldier, it wouldn't sound like a majestic orchestra and choir. It would sound a lot more like, fuck shit, I'm gonna die, fuck damn shit! Other soundtracks may have majestic choirs and orchestras, and a soundtrack befitting of a hero, but you don't get a soundtrack like that in this game because you aren't the hero. Kaim, our protagonist, is a gosh darn psychopath. He has basically one thing on his mind: killing literally everything that he sees that isn't Angelus or a person that society collectively deems a piece of shit. He kills dudes left, right, and center, on the ground, up in the air. Kaim don't care, he's just killing dudes. You know, unless they eat kids, or fuck kids, or are kids. Actually, sometimes he kills kids too. These aren't exactly the kinds of people you want to be friends with in real life, but hey, when you're a murderous piece of trash, you take what you can get, and what you get just happens to be cannibals and pedophiles. Yoko Taro has talked in interviews about how Drakengard 1 represents what he once thought about video game violence. In a video game, you kill 100 people and you get rewarded for it. In real life, you kill 100 people and you're a monster. Drakengard 1 is him expressing his thoughts on that. If your protagonist really was heroic, or trying to carry out some honorable deeds, there's no way that they'd kill this many people. If they were going to kill this many people, well, they must really like killing. Sure, Kaim wants to protect his sister and save the world, but he'll kill people unnecessarily because he just loves killing. Wow, Elliot, that's a pretty cool digression, but what does that have to do with the song, I hear you ask, now that I've said that question out loud in the video? Well, in Drakengard 1, after you kill a certain amount of enemies with a weapon, it grows stronger. It doesn't matter how strong the enemies are, only how many you kill. Logically, if you're trying to make your weapon as strong as you can, as quick as you can, you'd go to the level with the weakest enemies, kill a couple of hundred dudes, and get stronger. And the level with the weakest enemies in the game is Chapter 1, On the Ground. In some senses, this song is a deterrent. Taro knows that the game isn't fun. The game plays like complete frickin' garbage. Killing enemies over and over to level up your weapons isn't fun in any game, let alone Drakengard 1. By combining them, it's already a cacophony of complete trash. The music is the cherry on top of the shit sundae. It's almost as if Yoko Taro is going, are you sure you want to do this? The main reason you should play Drakengard 1 is because of the story, which I haven't elaborated on a whole lot in case you want to play it yourself. It's super bizarre, but in a good way. If you want to experience the story for yourself and go on your own dude-killing journey, spoiler-free, then I suggest you skip to the time on screen, because I'm about to drop some pretty heavy endgame spoilers. If you still want to stick around though, then let's talk about how the endings make you hate killing dudes. The happiest ending in Drakengard 1 is the first ending that you get. If you want to keep playing, you gotta kill more dudes. But the enemies in this level are too tough, so you gotta go level up your weapons. So you go back to Chapter 1 of the Ground and, oh good lord, this music is horrible. But surely the next ending is gonna be better, right? So you go through the level and you kill more dudes, and then you go back to Chapter 1 on the Ground and you kill more dudes and you hear that bloody music. But you can finally beat that boss now and you get another ending! And it's worse, but surely if you keep playing and keep killing dudes, you'll get the good ending, right? That's how video games work, right? To get the final ending, you need to collect every weapon in the game.
But of course, since you weren't following a walkthrough, you missed some weapons, which means you gotta go back to old levels and kill more dudes. Why am I even doing this? I'm not gonna use these weapons, and I haven't had fun actually playing this game for the last 30 hours! But regardless, you persevere and collect them all. And you're rewarded with one of the most bizarre final bosses I've seen. A rhythm game. That's right, the final boss in a game all about murder has nothing to do with murder at all. Hit the rings in time, miss one, and you die, and it's all the way back to the beginning. No amount of grinding can help you here. And this boss isn't easy. At all. You're going to be going back to the beginning. A lot. This makes sense from a thematic standpoint. You spent the whole game killing things, it's all Kime's good for, really. So the one time you try to do anything else, it's understandably going to be tough. And after all of that, you're rewarded with a joke ending, in which your main characters immediately die, with little to no fanfare, in a world foreign to them where no one will know of their good deeds. If you're frustrated by this ending, or you feel like playing the game was pointless, congratulations, you're feeling exactly what the game wants you to feel. The further you go in the game, the more people you kill, and the more of a monster you become. At the end of Drakengard 1, you don't get a happy ending. You get the ending you deserve.
Wait, what? Like, I put my controller down. I thought I was done. You know what? Fuck you, Yoko Taro. You think you're so smart? Well, you are. Please love me.
The reason we enjoy violence in video games is because well-done combat is satisfying and fun. Drakengard 1's combat is god-awful. If you want to keep playing Drakengard 1 for gameplay's sake, then, well, you must really like killing. If you're playing through it just for the story, though, you're gonna have to put up with some pretty damn awful gameplay. You're gonna have to put up with the fact that you're playing as some pretty damn awful people. You're gonna have to put up with the fact that you're gonna come back to Chapter 1 on the ground again and again and again, and you'll have to hear that song on repeat. What I'm saying is, you gotta really love killing dudes.
Drakengard was important to me as a teenager, because to do come up with interesting story here. God damn it. You know, I had such a good theme going with these videos. I was talking about how all of this stuff actually meant something to me, and yeah, Drakengard means things to me, but Nier means the same stuff, even more so, and I'm saving all of that for that video. So why did I make this video in the first place?
Elliot, are you serious? Why would you bother with something as lame as thematic consistency when you could instead make the video part of a grand narrative?
I don't want to do that.
Ah, come on, Elliot. Who wouldn't want to give their videos an overarching narrative to appeal to a small part of the YouTube community in order to gain a small but loyal cult following, which you can then use to gain popularity, which I can then leech off of?
Wait, let's go back a bit. Who the hell are you?
First name Sum, last name Guy. Okay, here's what I'm thinking for the Drakengard video, right? So it foreshadows the climax of Talking Tenfold Season 6, where you and a cosplayer dressed as Kime do battle on top of Tokyo Tower. What do you think?
I can't think of a single worse idea than that. What's the quickest way to get you out of my house?
Now listen here, buddy. I'm not leaving until I can leech off of your popularity. Hell, I'll even help you write videos. Because as we all know, in between university work, microphone failure, and plain old lacking motivation, you're not getting these videos done very quickly, are you? Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go make myself at home. In your shed. And sleep on the floor and eat spiders or something.
Huh. How did he even get in my house?